Aloha mai kako. This is Maile Aiu Domingo with HAWAIIAN and the music within. And today I wanted to just talk about the incredibleness of the body. I was noticing the dynamics between my daughter-in-law and my son. They just had a baby 2 weeks ago, and my daughter-in-law is petite. So she doesn't have like the kind of reserve fat that a lot of us local Hawaiian women do. And so for many years, I taught through natural family planning courses that it's really important for women to have a 22% body fat when they conceive children. And I always thought that it was because that helps you hold the pregnancy for a longer period of time. I just thought that it facilitated conception and then birth, right? But actually, I'm learning through my daughter-in-law that it doesn't only have to do with the carrying of the baby for those months and weeks. It has to do with providing the nourishment that the baby needs through the breast milk. And so my daughter-in-law can eat, okay? She's always been able to eat like a significant amount, but now she eats like almost more than my son, and she's always eating. And I marvel at that fact because she's so petite, but it's really because of the demand of the breast milk. In order to produce that breast milk, there's all this energy that the body needs, and it actually needs a lot of fat. And so I marvel at that discovery. I was always a young mom, and I wasn't a, skinny girl, maybe 23, 24% fat girl when I got pregnant and had my children. But I don't know, she's probably less than that. So I just think that it's really interesting to see how the body operates differently and how our design is specific and on purpose. And the other thing that I've noticed is how my son has served her, how he's up at night. Oh yeah, so the whole reason why I'm talking about this is because baby was losing weight. She lost almost 2 pounds since birth. And when you're 7 pounds, 2 pounds is a huge percentage of your body weight. Just imagine if you lost whatever percentage that is. It's like more than 10%, right? In 5 days. Imagine if you lost more than 10% of your body weight in 5 days. How would you feel? What would that do to you? So that's what was happening to my granddaughter. So my son they were receiving a gift of mother's milk from another mama that had babies about the same time. So my son would get up and prepare the milk and then feed the baby. And then my daughter-in-law has been able to sleep during those hours, because one of the things the midwife saying was that Ashley's losing weight so fast and the milk supply production is not optimal because one, she has to heal her body, and that takes a lot of energy, and to make the milk takes a lot of energy. And energy, if you don't have it slapped on your body, it comes from food. It necessarily has to come from food. And so watching my son serve her and serve the baby, take care of the baby, they're both so exhausted. And I just realized, wow, it really does take a lot to bring a new life into this world. And so I just wanted to share that little moment in our life so that as you guys continue to think about your bodies and what it is designed for, and also what it desires, that when you consider that sexual embrace with someone, which in our optimal design pattern would be within the context of marriage, because then you would have a husband to support you, or even a community of mothers or sisters to support you. It should never be done alone. I mean, I don't know what the statistics are of our young women having children alone. because they chose to have intercourse and the male decided to just be a male but not a father. It's a little bit heartbreaking, and so I'm very grateful that my children made the decisions that they did to reserve intercourse for after marriage, and that even before marriage it took a lot of discernment, a lot of sacrifice on their part to wait, to discern if they were right for each other, to discern if the families were right for each other, and all of these kind of interesting things. But yeah, just observing her body and observing my son serve through his body and observing the fragileness of the body of my grandchild. Wow, you really get to know who God is and the design he intended for us. Celebrating all of you who have been on that journey or are on that journey or are considering that journey of becoming a parent. It's huge. It's huge. So we would love to have in-depth conversations with you, do some teachings on marriage preparation, or even discerning what does it mean to find a lifelong partner that I actually can thrive in having a child with. So let us know. Let us know if we can support you on that journey, support your youth community. We would love to bring classes to your church or your school or just even your own family reunion gathering to help you understand and just talk story from the theology of the body perspective on what it means to be human, and that first initial days of being parents. All right, this is Maile Aiu Domingo signing out with Maui Local Foundation and the music within. Aloha.